esteem and your self-confidence here. You felt like you weren't strong enough to do something, or you have an idea that you want to pursue, but it's like you're feeling delayed because of lack of confidence. Like you want to start something, you want to invest in something, but you're not feeling as confident, right? But Spirit is saying you should go ahead and take the chance to do this, okay? You know what to do. It's just that, you're just feeling like you may not have enough to do what you need to do. You are going to be successful, okay? If this is not about a business, because I see here with the Knight of Cups here, I feel like this is someone who you may have left out, okay? You may have stopped talking to this individual, or you haven't been talking to this individual as much as you used to talk to them. They are feeling left out, okay? They're going to reach out back to you. You guys are going to have some clear communication, going to clear up misunderstandings and have a restart here, which is going to be better. You've been feeling left out in the cold when it comes to love. You've been feeling left out. Your love life just haven't been the best. Things just haven't been clear when it comes to love. You've been feeling a lack. You've been feeling like, in this area of your life, things have just been lacking. So you don't know how to move forward. Okay, you could be married or you're waiting to get married. You want to get married, okay? You may be waiting for a new start, okay? But I do see that your wait is not in vain. And this wait, like you feel like you've been on delay. And this is really what messed with your self-esteem too, because you're like, what? But you are going to get this. I know you're feeling unhappy right now with that Nine of Cups in reverse, but I do see that you are going to have love, okay? Tap into your manifestation power. Know that you are capable of manifesting whatever it is that you desire. If you're desiring a specific partner, manifest this person, because you are the operant power in your life. Even though things may seem like it's not working, or you get a little bit exhausted from manifestation, and you're like, oh, I'm doing all these rituals, I'm writing, I'm doing this, doing that, and I'm not receiving. And then you get into this mindset of lack, and you're sitting there like, oh my God, why me, right? But tap into this manifestation power that you have. You're very powerful. You have the ability to get yourself out of this energy, okay? You really do. And you may feel like you don't, but you really do. You just have to spend some time, and also self-love as well, okay? Practice self-love. This whole unhappy feeling, this lack, this feeling of not being worthy of what you are desiring, okay? So you need to tap into this self-love. Know that you are worthy for exactly what you desire, period. You are. You're worthy of this individual. You are worthy of marriage. You're worthy of a fulfilling life, okay? This is going to happen. You're going to meet someone, collective, and it's really going to be a shocker, or someone is going to come back and it's going to be a shock how they come back to you, okay? You may not be, because you probably detached from it, because you're just like, you've invested a lot of time, energy, effort already. So you kind of pull back your energy because you're trying to pour into yourself. And when you start to do this is when you're going to notice that this is going to happen, and you are going to have a person in your life that is stable. This could be a business owner, this person could be a manager, but this person is stable, okay? They're coming in and you're going to have stability here. And this is after you going within. You have to do, or you need to do, a lot of inner work, okay? You have to really tap into yourself and do that work. You may have been You may be doing the work, Spirit, but not like consistently. Like you may miss days, or you get tired or you get bored, right? But do the work. Continue to do that inner work. Work on that inner child. Release past trauma, past wounds, anxiousness. Release this, okay? So that you're able to welcome this love that you are. Wow. Damn. Like you're really going to have an offer here, okay? And because you really have been in a place where you were feeling burnt out of consistently manifesting, or consistently having to be in a positive mood, or consistently thinking about this person, and all this stuff. And it Spirit want you to take a step back from all of that, do the inner work, and surrender. Because the moment that you surrender is the moment you are going to feel the shift. And this shift is going to be presented to you. Like, if you guys only know where I found this card. This card have been missing from my deck for a while, a few weeks, okay? And I found this card out of nowhere. This is the Ace of Pentacles. This is something being presented to you out of nowhere when you least expect it. This is going to be a tower moment for you. This is going to be something that you really want, but you were thinking that you weren't going to get it. You probably stopped thinking about it. Okay. You're just like, you know what, whatever. I'm going to try to work on myself. I'm going to try to focus on work. I'm going to focus on the house. Like you were trying very hard not to focus on what it is that you have been obsessing over. Okay. But this was really focusing on doing the shadow work. And because you've been doing that, and you're working on that day by day, it's not something that you're doing consistently, but try to be more consistent when it comes to like the anxiousness, the negative thoughts, the self-doubt. You may be feeling insecure, right? You're feeling like a lot of insecurity here, wondering like, if I'm worthy, then where's my person? If I'm worthy, why aren't they calling me? If I'm worthy, like, why, if they love me, why aren't they? Like, these are insecurities. These are those little chatter that's lowering your vibration. So just work on that. Where did these insecurity come from? Where did they stem from? Do you have abandonment issue? Do you have attachment? Like, like attachment, it's not an issue. It's like anxiety. Thanks, Spirit. You have attachment anxiety, anxious attachment. So if the person don't reach out, or if the person don't communicate with you, or, you become super anxious, right? And then you start to think all kind of negative stuff. You start to think all kind of stuff. And then that bring you into a spiral. And then now you feel like you have to start over. And then you start to be hard on yourself. And then you really have to find the root cause of this feeling. Spirit is saying this is from trauma. Okay, you may have had some sort of trauma in your past that you, as a child or teenager, you may have been involved when you were younger and you felt abandoned. So you need to go within and work on your inner child, okay? And fall deep into the realm of your imagination, where you're imagining things going the best case scenario. The best case scenario, you're getting married to the love of your life. The best case scenario, you're going on a vacation with the love of your life. The best case scenario, the love of your life is on your phone 24/7. Like best case scenarios only. Okay? Because you deserve what you desire. Let yourself be seen. You may have felt looked over. You may have felt like you weren't chosen before. So, figure out where that come from, where that stem from within you, why you behave the way that you're behaving now when you're not actively receiving the things that you're manifesting. Because I do see that it's coming. I see love here and wish fulfillment coming for you. You're going to receive this love. You're going to receive this wish fulfillment. Okay, it's in your cards to happen for you. Just continue to do the inner work. Sometimes you may feel like you don't have enough, or you feel like, it's never gonna happen. And this is where all of those negative chatter will come from. So it's time for you to call judgment on those negative chatter, those self-doubt, those that inner critic. It's sabotaging you. And that's where self-sabotage come in. Okay? Like, it's like you're sabotaging yourself out of your blessings with all the negative thinking. Libra season. It's happening in Libra season. You are going to get that phone call, that communication. You are going to get what you are desiring in Libra season. Your life is about to come into balance. Balance is about to be restored in your life. In the area of your life where you felt like things were off balance, it's going to become balanced, and you are going to be very, very happy with this turnaround. It's something that you are not expecting. Okay, this is something that you are not expecting, but you really had to go within, do the inner work, tap into this inner self, and see what you needed to face. Maybe you needed to face some fears, a fear of abandonment. Okay, you needed to face these fears. You needed to really, this was a challenge for you. This wasn't very easy for you to do, because there are times that, it's not that you're perfect, but you don't want to face these things. So you look over it and you try to look and be like, no, they're the problem, right? But Spirit really forced you into going within so you can see that there are some deep rooted things here that you needed to release, that you needed to forgive, that you needed to make peace with. Okay? So now that you have done the shadow work, or you've experienced a dark night of the soul, okay, now you are going to receive what you have been waiting for so long. You've been sitting here waiting for this to come in for so long, and now it's going to come into your life, and you're going to feel very fulfilled. Okay, this is love here. I'm talking about love. You're going to have clarity over why things were not moving, why things were delayed, why things were not progressing in your favor. Okay? You are going to receive the mental clarity. You're going to receive the truth, because you had to face your truth. You had to face your darkest fears. Okay? You had to focus on self-love. This was a big thing for you, knowing that you are worthy of what you are desiring, and not necessarily judging yourself, because you were very harsh with judging yourself because you weren't feeling enough. So if you're not feeling enough, why do you think this next person is going to feel like you're enough? You have to tap into this self-love. You have to realize that you are enough. You are worthy of it. And you're not going to be abandoned. Because I definitely feel like there were some abandonment wounds that needed to be addressed, needed to be looked at. Some of you may have been dealing with a lawyer, okay? Or you were just dealing with someone that's just very straightforward. This person, their communication can be sharp. This person is not really as emotional. I'm feeling like this is a past person. Yeah, this is a past person that you were dealing with, and this person wasn't very emotionally available or attentive, and it really got you indecision. You were deciding in how you can move forward, what you need to do with yourself, and it forced you into healing your heart. Okay, someone triggered you into healing. Something triggered you into healing. But now you have done the work. Now you are releasing all of that energy, because you finally see things for what it is. You're no longer in this energy here. Okay? And, like I said, not every day is perfect. There are some days that you still feel stuck. Because it's like things trigger you because you're not seeing what it is that you are manifesting. You're not seeing the hard work that you're putting in yourself. You're not seeing this happening, right? So, but it's going to come out of nowhere. It really is. I see commitment here. You are going to have commitment with a soulmate. This person, you can trust this individual, okay? This person is not coming to be sneaky, okay? This person is not coming to be, they're not lying. They're being honest with their communication, okay? So continue to trust your intuition though, right? I really feel like you walked away from someone who wasn't given to you. This person was not given to you. They were just, either they're taken or, you know, just not, there was someone that you walked away from that wasn't interested in giving you what you deserved, okay? And so this person was removed, or you removed them, right? So you need to believe in the impossible, because things are going to change for you. You know, the time for change has come. It's time for you to embrace it. Change is going to happen. The moment that you change the way that you are showing up, by going within, doing the work, cutting off who needs to cut off, stop telling people your business. Stop telling people your business ideas before they start to blossom, okay? The way that you are showing up, you need to change it so that you can have different results. You can have different results in your future. It's time for you to really tap in within yourself and see the truth and why things have been the way they are. Try not to be caught up in drama as well. Like, maybe people are coming to tell you their drama. Try not to be too caught up in this dramatic energy, okay? Because that can also slow down your process. Make sure that you free yourself and change the way that you are seeing things, change the way that you are doing things, and you will see how things are going to start to blossom again for you. Things are going to start to change again for you, for a really good way, okay? There are some things that you have been wishing for and hoping for, and they are going to come. Your wishes are going to be granted, but it's really time for you to leave the past behind. The ruins of the past, you need to leave them behind. Think what it is that you need help with, exactly what it is that you want. Communicate this clearly. Even if you are not communicating with a person, communicate to the divine what it is that you want. What is it that you are desiring? How do you want to move forward? What help do you require to move forward? Communicate this. Communicate it clearly, and you're going to see help show up. You're going to receive exactly what it is that you are desiring, and it's going to happen in the perfect time. You're going to look back at your life a year from now, and you are going to be so proud of the progress that you made. 1 year from now, you're going to look back at this time and see the progress that you made. And you are going to be so happy. There are going to be so much opportunities that are coming within the next few weeks. Within the next few weeks, there are going to be a lot of opportunities that are about to show up in your life. So you need to be ready. You need to look out and communicate clearly and exactly what you want, because you're about to receive the opportunities to get exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. You're at that point. You're at that point in this timeline to receive exactly what you want. If you want $1 million, you want to win it. I want $1 million. Like, you know, communicate exactly what you want. I want a husband. I want a wife. I want a